So good day. Today we will discuss about transaction processing system, executive information system, and enterprise resource planning. Transaction processing system. What is transaction processing system? Transaction processing system is a type of information system that collects, stores, modifies, and retrieves the data transaction of an enterprise. It is also designed to process routine business transactions and seek time and cost efficiency by automating repetitive operations in large volumes. Example of transaction processing system is a sporting event ticket. While the customer is filling out their information to purchase the ticket, the transaction processing system is holding the ticket so that another customer cannot also buy it. It allows for ticket not to be sold to the different customers. Therefore, transaction processing system is also known as real-time processing. Transaction processing system is very useful when something is sold over the internet. It allows for time delay between an item is being sold to when it is actually sold. There are two types of transactions: internal and external transaction. Internal transaction. Those transactions which are internal to the company and are related with the internal working of any organization. For example, recruitment policy, promotion policy, and production policy. External transaction. Those transactions which are internal to the organization and are related with external sources are regarded as external transactions. Example to that is a sales and purchase. There are four features of transaction processing system. 1 is rapid response. 2, continuous availability. 3, data integrity. And last, ease of use. Rapid response. Rapid response is fast performance with a rapid response time is critical. Transaction processing systems are usually measured by the number of transactions they can process in a given period of time. Continuous availability. The transaction must be available during the time period when the user are entering transactions. Many organizations rely heavy on their transaction processing system. A breakdown will disrupt operations or even stop the business. Data integrity. The system must be able to handle hardware or software problems without corrupting data. Multiple users must be protected from attempting to change the same piece of data at the same time. For example, two operations cannot sell the same set on an airplane. Ease of use. Often users of transaction processing system are casual users. The system should be simple for them to understand, protect them from data entry errors as much as possible, and allow them to easily correct their errors. There are two types of transaction processing system: the batch processing and online transaction processing. Batch processing. It is where the information is collected and stored as a batch but not processed immediately. It is useful for enterprises that need to process large amounts of data using limited sources. Example of it is a payment of check, credit card transactions, and etc. Online transaction processing. A system whereby each transaction is processed immediately without the delay of accumulating transactions into a batch. Real-time transactions, mostly in online shopping, user PCI cards, payment card industry, PayPal or WorldPay, WePay, eWay, and IcePay or ATMs. Executive Information System is a type of management information system intended to facilitate and support the information and decision-making needs of senior executives by providing easy access to both internal and external information relevant to meeting and strategic goals of the organization. There are two types of executive information system: the corporate management and technical information dissemination. Corporate management is responsible for business and fiscal planning, budgetary control, as well as for ensuring the corporate information technology needs are met in coordinate and cost-effective manner. Examples are that management functions, human resources, financial data, correspondence, performance measures, and etc. Technical information dissemination. For the purpose of disseminating the latest information on relevant technologies, products, process, and markets. Examples that are energy, environment, aerospace, and weather. There are four executive information systems components: the hardware, software, interface, and telecommunications. Hardware. When talking about hardware of an executive information system environment, we should focus on the hardware that meet executives' need. 1. Input data entry devices. These devices allows the executive to enter, verify, and update data immediately. Second, the Central Processing Unit or CPU, which is the kernel because it controls the other computer system's components. And the third, data storage files. The executive can use this part to save useful business information, and this part also helps the executive to search historical business information easily. Software. Choosing the appropriate software is vital to design an effective executive information system. Therefore, the software components and how they integrate the data into one system are very important. The basic software needed for typical executive information system includes four components. 1. Text-based software, database, graphic-based, and model-based. Text-based software. The most common form of text is probably documents. Database. Heterogeneous database residing on a range of vendor-specific and open computer platforms help executive access both internal and external data. Graphic-based. Graphic can turn volumes of text and statistics into visual information for executives. Typical graphic types are time series charts, scatter diagrams, maps, motion graphics, sequence charts, and comparison-oriented graphs. Model-based. The executive information system models contain routine and special statistical, financial, and other quantitative analysis. Interface. An executive information system needs to be efficient to retrieve relevant data for decision makers, so the interface is very important. Several types of interfaces can be available to the executive information system structure, such as scheduled reports, questions and answers, menu-driven, command language, natural language, and input and output. Telecommunication. As decentralizing is becoming the current trend in companies, telecommunications will play a vital role in network information systems. Transmitting data from one place to another has become crucial for a reliable network. In addition, telecommunications within EIS can accelerate the need for access to distributed data. Factors influencing the functioning of executive information system. One is organization setup, and the other factors is internal and external factors. Organizational setup. The policies and procedures followed in an organization have a great impact in the manner management information systems are implemented in an organization. For example, if company believes in centralization of authority and hesitates to delegate authority, that EIS will be provided for the topmost manners in the organization. Internal and external factors. The internal and external factors connected directly or indirectly with the organization will have their own say in establishing executive information system in an organization. For example, if matters relating to compliance of tax, audit, and other statutory matters are handled by the senior managers, only then EIS will be targeted to them alone. On the other hand, if clerical labor is also involved in the same procedure, EIS they will also be able to access EIS and render the necessary supporting functions to the senior managers. Decision support system. Decision support systems are interactive software-based systems intended to help managers in decision-making by accessing large volumes of information generated from various related information systems involved in your organization business process, such as office automation system and transaction processing system. Decision support system is also uses the summary information, exceptions, patterns, and trends using the analytical models. A decision support system helps in decision making but does not necessarily give a decision itself. There are two types of decision, the non-program and the program. Program decision. It is the basically automated process, general routine work. These decisions have been taken several times and follow some guidelines or rules. Example, selecting a record level for inventors is a program decision. Non-program decisions occur in unusual and unaddressed situations. It will be a new decision. There will not be any rules to follow. These decisions are made based on available information, and also these decisions are based on managers' discretion, instincts, perceptions, and judgments. Example, investing in a new technology is non-program decision. Decision support systems generally involve non-program decisions. Therefore, there will be no exact report, content, format for this system. Reports are generated on the fly. There are two components of decision support system, the data management system and model management system. The data management system is to solve a problem that necessary data may come from internal or external database. In an organization, internal data are generated by a system such as TPS and MIS. External data came from a variety of sources such as newspapers, online data services, databases. Model management system. It stores and accesses models that managers use to make decisions. Such models are used for designing manufacturing facility, analyzing and financial health of an organization, forecast demands of product or services. There are 5 types of decision support system. The status inquiry system, data analysis system, information analysis system, accounting system, and model-based system. Status inquiry system. It helps in taking operational, management level, or middle level management decisions. Example, daily schedule of jobs to machines or machines to operators. Data analysis system. It needs comparative analysis and make use of formula or an algorithm. Example, cash flow analysis and inventory. Information analysis system. In this system, data is analyzed and the information report is generated. Example, sales analysis, accounts receivable system, and market analysis. Accounting system. It keeps track of accounting and financial related information. Example, financial account, account receivable, accounts payable that keep tracks of the major aspect of the business. Model-based system. Simulation models or optimization models used for decision making are used frequently and created general guidelines for operation or management. There are 6 classifications of decision support system: the text-oriented, database-oriented, spreadsheet-oriented, solver-oriented, rules-oriented, and compound decision support system. Text-oriented. It contains textually represented information that could have a bearing on decision. It allows documents to be electronically created, revised, and viewed as needed. Database-oriented. Database plays a major role here. It contains organized and highly structured data. Spreadsheet-oriented. It contains information and spreadsheets that allows create, view, modify procedural knowledge, and also instructs the system to execute self-contained instructions. Solver-oriented. It based on a solver, which is an algorithm or procedure written or performing certain calculations and particular program type. Rules-oriented. It follows certain procedures, adopts as rules. Procedures are adapted in rules-oriented. Export system is an example. Compound. It is built by using 2 or more of the 5 structures explained above.